Hello, hello. This might surprise people, but I would like to put some wildlife ponds. The goal is to attract mainly toads, but we might get salamanders, frogs, or newts. Anyway, that's 3 days of work, and today I'm finishing it, and then I can put the first pond in. And yeah, the cats are still here. That's Jack. He's my sister's cat, and that's Angel, another one of my sister's cat, which is actually Thurin and Sora's biological brother. And by the way, they're both up here with Zoro. Jack was rescued as a very sick kitten, so he only sees from one eye. Anyway, I gotta get to work, otherwise it's never gonna be done. There are pieces of concrete like this everywhere in the garden. I don't know what the people who built the place were thinking by putting concrete in the ground. Look, I removed that the other day. This is super heavy. Why are they doing this? Okay, I think I'm good. 3 days of work with just a shovel and my tiny little weak arms, and I'm finally done. Except I still need to fill the hole, fill the pond, and get plants and animals. Okay, I'm starting to feel dizzy, so I'm gonna stop here for the third day of work, but I did go in there and it is fully stable. There we go. It actually took 2 days of work, mostly due to the weather. I worked 2 hours another day, and then it started raining, and 3 hours today. Yeah, my head is spinning, I'm about to faint. But you can see it's been raining. That's almost half of the pond filled up. Next, I'm gonna have to find plants and snails and crustaceans to put in there. But because we're still in winter, it's a bit early for that. We are going to a spot where I used to come to watch amphibians. I'm here for snails, plants, and crustaceans. And we have some good weather, so I'm sure toads are already spawning. I saw lots of toads trying to spawn, but no eggs yet. They're making noise. Then the males are smaller, females are bigger. Yeah, there's a whole bunch, and they're going out. That's fine. I just wanted to show them to you. Couldn't find many plants that would be useful. I did find a bunch of bladder snails, and unfortunately just one amphipod. Also a few very, very tiny crustaceans, which you can barely see moving around. Those are the basis of the ecosystem. Well, I put stuff in the pond anyway. Cats are trying to catch whatever's floating now. I received a sun bubbler. That way the water stays full of oxygen, and I just received today a bunch of plants and animals to bring in the pond. The water's too cloudy with algae to actually let plants survive, which is what we're gonna tackle today. Those are Daphnia, a type of small crustacean. They filter water by eating floating algae. Ostracods are also part of zooplankton and will clear up algae. Those are water isopods. They don't like light, so they're more animals that will hide under rocks, and they will break down any leaves, dead insects, and whatever that falls at the bottom. Ceratophyllum, an aquatic plant. It does create a lot of habitat and shelter for small creatures, as they will hide in its foliage. Those are miniature ram's horn snails. The advantage of having them so small is that they can actually get in crevices and stuff that other snails cannot. Now these are pink ram's horn snails. They go deeper than something like a bladder snail. The great pond snails. I don't know how long it is until they reach adulthood and breed, but I'd really like to get a community going of big snails that will actually reach the deepest parts of the pond. Acclimation is very important. You don't want them to be shocked by a big temperature difference, so we're just letting those soak for an hour. Now I believe they're pretty tough, so even if I didn't do that, they should survive, but I'd rather have them succeed right away. Okay, it's been 3 weeks since I last recorded. Things have changed a lot. There's more Ceratophyllum, there's frog bits, Woripa amphibia, and Pomptidaria. There was a frog in there for a few weeks, but I haven't seen it in the last week, so I don't know if it's still there. I also saw a newt once, but again, I haven't seen it in a few weeks. What the heck is going on here? Why are all the tadpoles together in one place? There seems to be different types because some are kind of speckled and others are just black. The water is starting to clear up. Also, bladder snails are breeding. The pond is doing very well, and I'm happy to see so much life after just 2 months. And I actually bought more stuff. This is aquatic mint. I already have some wild aquatic mint in the pond, but this one smells really great. And in there are more snails and some water isopods. Okay, now I have no reasons to worry about water isopods or ram's horn snails establishing. See the frog? I just noticed it. I've actually been trying to record it for quite a few days, but it always runs away. If I'm careful enough, I might be able to catch it. It's tiny. I touched it and it's gone. Tadpoles are super active today. They're swimming around and eating whatever they can find. The water's been getting super clear. I can almost see the bottom. My Borepa amphibia is starting to emerge. This one not quite. Okay guys, that's crazy. I just saw 2 newts. Yeah, that's the tail. Now let's hope it's a male and a female and they will breed. Oh. That's a 3rd newt. There's 3 newts. It's hard to see, but yeah, that's crazy. I really love this pond. I can just sit here for hours and watch it. There's one right there. And it fled. Wait, is that a fish? How did it get here? Did I accidentally put a fish in there? Looks like it's eating well. Oh, there it is. I think it's a pike. That would be very bad if I left it in the pond. Pikes can get quite big and they're predators. So if I let it a few months in the pond, it would probably eat my frogs, newts, and tadpoles. For now, it seems fine eating invertebrates, but who knows how long that will last. There's 3 newts, and seeing how these 2 are interacting, I think there's a female. You can see them move. There's 2 of them. And a 3rd one. It's hard to see, but you can just barely notice it. It's moving super slowly. Yeah, those are palmate newts. And I think the big one is a female. And the male is following her. This is amazing news. We have newts, guys. Newts! Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna keep recording the pond and probably do an update around early summer. Maybe we'll have froglets and maybe the newts will spawn. Thanks for watching my Slice of Tropics. We'll see each other next week. Goodbye!